Testing, testing. Andrew Lonson. Andrew Lonson. Testing, testing.
Mic check. everyone, and welcome to the Indian Presscast. My name is Caden Lunsford, and I'm honored to bring you Year 4 of the PNG football brought to you by the Indian Press. I'm joined by my best friend Clayton Profit, Carson Stafford, and Lawson Gary. Clayton, it's been 266 days, and it feels amazing to be back.
Absolutely stoked as football season is finally here, and no better way to kick off week 1 than the PNG Indians versus the Port Arthur Titans.
Absolutely. You couldn't ask for a better opening night matchup. PNG Indians are ready to take on the Port Arthur Memorial Titans in a rivalry that brings a lot of energy.
And you can definitely feel the energy building up to tonight's game. The stands are filling up, the band is getting ready, both teams are out on the field preparing for the first battle of the season.
For PNG, this is the opportunity to show what this year's team is all about. New season, new faces, but the same expectations every year. Play physical, play together, and dominate every down.
Broad stripes and broad stars through the perilous fight. On the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed. And the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
Good job. Give it up for him.
Week 1 is here, the lights are on, and there's nowhere to hide.
We're just seconds away from kickoff, so don't go far because we'll have all the action right here on Indian Press on YouTube.
Captain for the Memorial Titans, Brandon Richards. Number 3, Tyson Moore. 72. Number 72, Kendrick Petrie. And number 54, Tavion Hayes. And for the Port Nature's Grove Indians, number 75, Ace Reeves. Number 97, Victor Trevino. Number 4, Malin Balson. And number 43, Braden Ford.
Port Arthur has won won the toss,
And the Titans have won
and
the
the
toss.
Natchez hit the third
First
to the second half.
Where Natchez goes Indians
For
46.
Natchez will receive the ball. Good luck, gentlemen. Let's have a great football game.
Game day sponsor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. It's that time. Marching heat. Let's get it on. Let's get it in. Two state-ranked teams about to go at it.
266 days without Indian football. And we're about to get underway. Year 4 of the Indian Presscast. The Indians will receive to start off the 2026 season. Fair catch called and caught by Tice Binkert at the 9-yard line. For the first time, we'll bring you Carson Stafford.
Good evening, Indian Nation. One of the biggest storylines for PNG heading into tonight's season openers under Cinder, where Jake Ashworth gets his first opportunity to open a season as a starting quarterback. There's a lot of excitement surrounding Ashworth, and tonight is a chance to take control of this offense from the very beginning of the year. Being the starter comes with pressure. He got thrown into the Wolves, some would say as his first ever start came in round 2 of playoffs versus Ennis. Ashworth has only attempted 44 career passes in his 4-game career, but tonight also comes with opportunity. He's had time to prepare for this, and now he gets to put that preparation to the test. His offense and his chance to show exactly what he can bring to the team.
Ashworth gets the snap and goes to Henry for the first play of the game, right up the middle for a 4-yard gain, and will set up a 2nd and 6.
PNG hoping to establish the run game early, get that offensive line moving forward.
We'll talk about that offensive line later in the night, but a lot of new faces. Ace Reeves, the lone returning offensive lineman. Here's play action on 2nd down. Ashworth to the left side, caught by Binkert at the 41 and out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Beautiful catch on the sideline by Tice Binkert. First down of the night for the Indians. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 42.
There's a chance you see a lot of Tice Binkert in a lot of different places, too. He saw some reps at running back in the scrimmage, so we'll be looking forward to seeing if we can see some of that tonight. Here's all 3 of the receivers to the near side. It's Golke, Binkert, and Jackson. Binkert motions behind the tackles. Here's Henry on the ground. Not a lot of room and thrown down for a gain of 1.
Number 45, Christian Jackson, met Tyson Henry in the backfield. Looks like it'll only be a gain of 2 and set up a 2nd and 8.
You'll see a very similar defensive approach from the Titans as us. They will run with a 3-4 type defense, which will mean they'll have 3 defensive linemen on the ball and 4 linebackers behind them. And that front 7, one of the strongest, definitely the area, maybe even in 5A. There's 2nd and 8. 4 receivers set, 3 to the top of your screen and 1 to the bottom. Ashworth getting a snap. The draw, he takes it up the middle. Clobbered up at the line again. No gain for the Indians.
That'll be Kendrick Petrie. Met Ashworth right at the line. We'll say a gain of nothing, and it'll still be a 3rd and 8.
Kendrick Petrie, not a big name for the Titans, but certainly one of the leaders on this team. A very well-experienced returner from last season. It's a good chance you might see a lot of that tonight. 3 receivers set, 2 running backs, Golke to Ashworth's right and Henry to his left. Different look for the Indians. Here comes Golke to the near side. Ashworth gets the snap, stepping back. Good blocks in the line. Over the middle to Golke. Catch made past the 45 and a 1st down for the Indians.
2 passes from Ashworth and 2 first downs as they move into Titan territory. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 43.
Another one of those guys you're going to see a lot this season is Jude Golke. Been here his 3rd year now on varsity, started as a freshman, got on the scene quick, and he's really taken over this offense. Here's that bunch formation, another thing to keep your eye on through the season. Jackson's going to motion to the numbers to the far side, maybe look for a run here. Here's Tyson Henry up the middle, has some room, gets brought down by a shoelace, but a gain of 2 will set up a 2nd and 8.
Indians having trouble establishing the run game early. Maybe completing more passes will help Henry and the run game get going.
Bug Jacobs, one of the guys you're going to hear a lot tonight for that Memorial defense, the Utah commit, senior defensive back. He's going to be a cornerback probably to our side for the entirety of the night. He'll be guarding Dalen Jackson. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Whistles before the play and a timeout for the Indians. That is their 1st of the half. We'll be right back right here on Indian Press on YouTube.
Sports fans, we're down here. We're just testing everything out real quick. We had some minor technical difficulties before the game, so we're just making sure everything's good and everything's running right during this very first time out of the game. So it's over. So back to you.
One of our platinum sponsors for tonight, 5 Point Credit Union.
Looks like the Indians roll back out there. Here's 2nd and 8. Same look on the offense for the Indians. Here's Ashworth. He goes play action over the middle. It's Golke, slips and can't bring it in. Incompletion will bring up a 3rd down.
Broken up by Tyson Barnes. That'd been another 1st down from the passing attack. It'll set up a 3rd and 8 from the Titans 42.
Tyson Barnes, a new guy you'll see on the defense. Didn't get much action last year for the Titans, but he'll be all over the field tonight. Mostly at that far side safety. He'll play more to the boundary. Third and 8 again for the Indians. Golke in the slot to your far side. Benkert to the numbers and Dalen Jackson all alone. Closest to us. 3rd down, Ashworth steps back, has a man in the middle, has a lot of pressure. Benkert brings it in at the 20 and brought down, but not before an Indian 1st down.
Great pocket presence by Jake Ashworth, not letting the rush get into him, slinging it over the middle and getting the 1st down.
Gotta love the patience right there by Ashworth, not letting it get to him and delivering a strike to Tice Benkert right over the middle. Indians in Titan red zone now. Here at the 15-yard line, set up nicely. 8 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the 1st. Ashworth on 1st down and taking himself up the middle with some room. Some good blocks. He's still up at the 10. Behind a block and brought down at the 1-yard line. Just shy, but a 1st down for the Indians.
Ashworth down at the 1-yard line. They will bring in that heavy set to try to punch it in.
A really good look from the offensive line right there. Really can't get much better than that. Here's 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. 2 tight ends, 1 to each tackle, and 2 receivers, 1 to each side. Henry, the running back, to Ashworth's right. Here's Henry on the ground, and they get through and bring him down in the backfield, a loss of 1.
That'll be Naeem Franklin on the tackle. Be credited for a tackle of loss. Looks like it'll only be a loss of 2. to be a 2nd and goal from the 3.
Franklin, another one of those guys that got a good opportunity last year for the Titans and just completely took over the offseason. You'll see him a lot. He'll run the middle linebacker group for the Titans tonight. Bunch set for the Indians. Here's Ashworth on 2nd and goal from the 3. He'll take it himself on the option. Up the middle. Looks like they're marking him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal from an inch mark. Third and goal, the Indians on Cherokee watch. Ashworth gets the snap, takes himself again. Touchdown, Indians. Jake Ashworth scores first.
PNG strikes first, going up 6-0 with 6 minutes and 7 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Who better than Jake Ashworth to score the first touchdown of the year for the Indians? Here's number 85, Caleb Sanders, to kick the first extra point for the Indians. Snap is high, hold is good, and Sanders' kick right down the middle. The Indians take the lead 7-0. We'll be right back right here on Indian Press on YouTube. It'll be Jordan Sieglin to kick it off for the Indians. Gotta love seeing Sieglin kicking it off. Kid's got a boot. The junior defensive back. Back deep for the Titans, number 5, Christian Woods. A supreme track athlete transfer from Georgia. It's like they're going to kick it away from him. Get caught at the 5-yard line. Take it back to the 25, makes Valson miss. He fumbles, and the Indians pick it up at the 30-yard line. The Indians take it over and will have it in Titan territory. Indians with the huge special teams turnover right after they score a big touchdown. We'll have another opportunity here already at the 30-yard line. 5 minutes, 58 left to go in the first quarter. Back to that bunch formation. Jackson and Golke to the bottom of your screen and Torres to the top. Here's Henry on the ground, met by the defensive tackle again. Get a gain of about 2 yards and a 2nd and 8.
PNG still having a hard time establishing the run game early in this game.
Kendrick Petrie again. Just really dominating that front right now for the Titans. Here's Valdivinos on the bottom side of your screen. Golke in the slot and Tice Binkert, the running back to Ashworth's left. Here's the pass. Ashworth rolling out right. Has Golke over the middle. Dumps it off to Benkert and can't bring it in. Bring up a third down.
Pass just behind Benkert, bouncing off the hands. It'll be a 3rd and long here on the Titans 28.
Benkert subbed off the field, but quickly checked back on. A 4-receiver set here on 3rd and 8. Indians trying to get into field goal range here. Ashworth gets a snap, steps back with pressure, dumps it off to Henry. Has one blocker in front of him and gets to the 24-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Lead blocker Hudson Bond just missing that block. If he would have kicked that guy out, Henry would have a lot of green grass in front of him. It will set up a 4th and 5, and we'll see what the Indians have to do.
Fourth and 5 after you just score your first drive of the game. Maybe try to get him to jump offside here. Not a bad opportunity to go for it, though. Ashworth gets the snap, play action. Looking over the middle, has Jackson open, incomplete, and a turnover on downs. Very good possession for the Titans as they take over at their own 30-yard line. First and 10 now, the first look we have at the Titans offense. Salas gets the snap, will hand it. Balin Valson, no time to talk. He'll bring him down in the backfield for a loss of 3. Here's Carson Stafford.
And the storyline of the night, Alfredo Salas, former PNG QB, left last season, transferred to the Titans, looking to see how much damage the lost sheep can do to the herd.
Gotta love the poetry right there from Carson Stafford. It's beautiful. The running back in the backfield now, number 21, Pierre Gray. Salas goes to Gray on 2nd down, but Balin Valson's there again. Meets him at the line and brings him down. No gain in a 3rd and 13.
2 plays, 2 tackles for Balin Valson, and it'll be a 3rd and long here for the Titans.
Looks like 2 tight ends checking out of the game and 2 receivers going on. Four receivers set. You'll have 2 to the bottom of your screen and 2 stacked on top of each other to the top. The running back, Pierre Gray, to Salas's right-hand side. Indians showing blitz. Salas stepping back, gets rid of it quick and hit hard by Malvo. Brought down, sets up a 4th down and 5. Three plays and a punt for the Titans. It's going to be number 9, Jamarcus Hudson, the Kansas State linebacker, commit to punt the ball. I'd love to see it. See what he got here. Stu Golke back deep to return. The lefty boot from Hudson. Muffed and returned by Memorial at the 30-yard line. Another special teams turnover.
Indians not being able to execute on the fumble recovery on the kickoff earlier. Then having their own mess up on the punt. Not a great start here for the Indians, as the Titans will have the ball in Indian territory at the 30-yard line.
Huge opportunity right there for the Indians to maintain possession basically the whole entire first quarter. They give it back to the Titans in Indian territory now. Salas hands it off in a big run here. 8-yard gain for the running back. I'll set up a 2nd and 3.
That'll be Jordan Sieglin on the tackle. It will be a 7-yard gain as the Titans inch closer towards that end zone.
Brandon Richards, you saw a lot of him from receiver this past week in their scrimmage. Get a good amount of reps now. The starting lead running back role. He's on the field now to Salas's left-hand side. Salas gets the snap and back to Richards. Richards to the outside, has some blocks. Met in the backfield, breaks Flores' tackle. Still up at the 15-yard line and brought down.
Great job knowing the line to getting that first down and moving closer and closer. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line.
Inside the red zone now, the Titans offense showing fear now to strike for their first score. It's Pierre Gray in the backfield. Former Nederland student right there. Salas goes to Gray on 1st down. A good hard run to the 9-yard line before he's brought down by Braden Moore.
We'll go back to Pierre. I remember lining up against him in middle school. That was a scary times, as you'll see a lot of him tonight.
Not a fun guy to tackle at all. A strong guy right there, and fast. These two don't make a fun time. Salas goes back to him on 2nd down. Up the middle, he's still running and charging into the end zone, and a touchdown for the Titans.
Like we spoke it into existence right there. The Titans fight back, get a score of their own, and make it 6-7.
Not sure what's happening on the field right now. Might have a different ruling by one of the side judges. Oh, they called a touchdown. Extra point for the Titans is good, and they even the score up 7-7. I'd like to take this chance to thank our sponsors.
We're going to start off with Advantage Real Estate, Avenue X, Cascade Vibration Solutions, Classic Finds, Complete Athlete, Drody Roofing and Construction, The Edit Aesthetic and Wellness, Farmers Insurance James Carpenter, F. Mull Masonry, Gregory Law Firm, Leo Weeks Photographers, Maria's Diner, Natchez Federal Credit Union, Port Natchez Groves Masonic Lodge, and Philpott.
Philpott Hyundai. Rios kicks it away for the Titans. Fair catch made by Tyson Wagaspack at the 30-yard line. An offside on the kicking team forces a re-kick from the Titans. Looks like the Indians wanted to get a fun return instead of the fair catch. See what they can do here. Here's Rios to kick it away again. Line kick caught at the 30-yard line. It's like Rachel on the return for the Indians up to the 40. A very, very good return by Romero. Very good decision right there by the Indians to take that re-kick as they get to take over now at the 40-yard line with 1:03 to go. Ashworth goes to Henry on first down. He'll get a gain of 1 yard in a 2nd and 9.
Another big storyline to watch tonight is Tyson Henry, who's closing in on some impressive PNG football history. Henry is just 55 yards away from moving into 4th place all-time in rushing yards at Port Neches Groves. And with a full game ahead of him, he has a real opportunity to make history tonight. Every carry could bring him closer. If it reaches that mark, Tyson Henry will officially put his name amongst the top 4 rushers in PNG history. Definitely a milestone worth watching.
Another beautiful, beautiful story right there from Carson Stafford. Here's Ashworth stepping back with time. Over the middle, Golke pops it up. And they'll say intercepted by the Titans defense. They're taking it the other way. Looks like we might have another ruling.
Looks like the refs are saying it hit the ground.
The ball hit the ground. It's incomplete.
The refs call it incomplete. Completely agree with the call. Didn't really think that was an interception. It was definitely close, but just the way it definitely looked like it bounced off the ground. But regardless, brings up a 3rd and 9 and puts the Indians with a little bit of pressure to execute here after the turnover.
Almost another huge mistake by Jude Golke. Getting a couple catches and get that confidence back into him.
Absolutely. Got to expect Coach Jizzy in the offense to go his way. Here's 3rd and 9. He has 3 other receivers on the field with Golke. Jackson right next to him. Benker in the slot to the far side. And Tyson Wagaspack to the numbers. Here's Ashworth on 3rd and 9 with Henry to his left. Titans showing blitz. Ashworth stepping back with pressure. Gets rid of it over the middle. Hit while he throws. Looks like they might call this one an interception, but it looks like it was dropped as well. But that does bring up 4th down for the Indians.
2 almost interceptions by the Titans will set it 4th and long, and the Indians will elect to punt. Just 1 minute, 3 plays from the Indians. The Titans will be getting the ball back here right at the end of the 1st quarter.
It's Kane Romero to punt it away for the Indians, and Christian Woods to return. We talked about that supreme track speed. See what he's got here. A very good snap and a great punt from Romero. Woods is going to have to let it land, and a great roll. Kane Romero doing his job. Just let it roll. Let it roll. Indians pick it up right as the clock strikes 0. 1 quarter done, and amazing high school football. 7-7, all knotted up at the end of the first. We'll have the second quarter action right here on Indian Press on YouTube.
Punter, first down for the Titans.
Hey, sports fans, that was just an amazing first quarter. Indians and Titans tied 7-7 to the second quarter. Hey, Adam, I tell you that what happened throughout our first offensive drive, the one that you want to talk about after that happened is the amazing kickoff fumble recovery by Jude Stewart. First ever varsity start as a sophomore, first ever varsity game, first ever time on the field with that kind of play. Just something he'll talk about forever. Can't wait. And happy to report, Rockers beat Nederland in a 3-0 set. Beautiful, beautiful volleyball being played tonight. Beat Nederland. Can't wait to see some way to kick off district Rockers. And we'll see you next time. Back to you, Kato.
Here's the Titans offense to start off the second quarter, 7-7. New quarterback in the game, the sophomore Cameron Roberts. He'll take it himself to the far side. He's going nowhere. Satcher has him in the backfield and a loss of 5 yards.
Blake Satcher with the speech at the pep rally came tonight to back it up.
Absolutely. Tells the fans, show up, be there early, show out. We'll do the rest. Satcher did the rest right there. Big stop. Loss of 5 yards. 2nd and 15 now for the Titans. Roberts still in the game. You're going to see a lot more run with Roberts as the quarterback. Roberts takes himself again on the draw. Here's the speed from Roberts. He'll show it off, and Malvo gets him out of bounds at the 15.
Huge pickup from the Titans. They're not backed up into their own end zone. It'll be a gain of 10 and set up a 3rd and 5.
That Satcher stop comes costly now, as that run would have been a first down, but Satcher with the big play on first down. Roberts still the quarterback. Here's a 3rd and 4. Could see a run here. Roberts stepping back to pass the short pass. Caught at the 21-yard line and just enough for a Titans first down.
That'll be B.J. Turner on the near sideline with the catch. It will be a first down for the Titans at their own 20-yard line.
Talked about it at lunch with the Buds the other day. You can't expect Roberts to throw the ball deep. Gonna have to press onto the corner a little bit and expect it to be over the middle or something short outside. Couldn't make that adjustment there. Here's 1st and 10 from the 20. Roberts will go to Roberts on the ground. A gain of 6 yards, and now a 2nd and 4. Couple of good runs for the Titans offense now. Sets up a big 2nd and 4. Richards, the running back, to Roberts' left-hand side. Roberts takes it himself. Drody, good job setting the edge, and he's just going backwards. Big stop for the Indians defense.
That'll be Parker Ross getting first hands on him, and the rest of the PNG defense there to stop him. It'll set up a 3rd and 5.
Talk about that middle linebacker group a lot tonight. Parker Ross, one of the big dogs in that linebacker. We lost some great guys. Blake K-Flow, Brashers goes down for the Indians. Hurts the heart a little bit, but we have Parker Ross. Another short pass to the outside. Catch Incomplete, they call it. Would have been a first down, but instead a fourth down and forces the punt unit to come out.
Not a great throw. Turner almost being able to haul it in. Just bouncing off the hands. It'll set up a fourth down. See what the Titans decide to do.
Saw a great punt from Hudson last time. Looks like the sophomore backup quarterback, Mason West, is going to be back deep to return for the Indians. New look here. He'll call for the fair catch, and it's caught at the 39-yard line. The Indians will take over right there. Still 7-7, 8 minutes, 48 left to go in the second quarter. We'll have all the action right here on Indian Press on YouTube. Here's the Indians offense again. Benkert motioning in on first down. A high snap. Golke's running backwards. He jumps on top of it at the 12-yard line. And a huge loss for the Indians offense.
It'll be a loss of 25 for the Indians and set up a 2nd and 35 from their own 13.
Nothing like a 2nd and 35. No hole too deep for the Indians to dig out of, though. A nice opportunity here on 2nd down.
Would love to see a Jackson deep ball right here.
Absolutely. Here's Golke at quarterback. He'll take it himself up the middle, still going and hit hard. For a gain of 4 yards now at 3rd and 29. Third and 29. Got to go pretty deep into the playbook to find a way to get the right play for this one. 3rd and 29 from our own 18-yard line. Golke still the quarterback with Henry to his left. Whistles on the field. Looks like we have some play clock malfunctions. While we have this malfunction, why don't you enjoy some Port Arthur Memorial Titan Band. I love the sound bite for the Titan Band. Here's 3rd and 29. Golke stepping back, looking over the middle, throwing it deep for Jackson. Pass thrown out of bounds and incomplete. will bring up a 4th down and force the Indians to punt it away.
Gotta give a guy like Jackson to even have a shot at going up and getting that ball. Golke's throw going out of bounds, and it'll be Romero to go punt it.
Great punt from Romero last time. Could use a pretty nice one here. It's Woods again back deep to return for the Titans. Romero with low line punt. Rolls backwards, and the Indians letting it go past the 50-yard line. And the Titans have it in their own territory at the 49.
Going to be first and 10 for the Titans at their own 48-yard line.
Hey, sports fans, we're back in the second quarter, about halfway done with it. Still 7-7 game, and it's such beautiful football. The Indians are back, and all we're seeing beautifully being executed this entire game so far has been our defense, led by captains Balin Dowson and Braden Moore in the backfield, and they're just doing such an amazing job. Hopefully, you're ready to get another hit by them right here. We'll see y'all soon. Back to you, Caden.
Saw that run right there. Pierre Gray just lowering the shoulder for the Titans and getting the first down.
About 5 yards after contact there for Pierre Gray. We'll move into Indian territory. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the Indian 39.
It's Salas back under center for the Titans. We'll have it at the PNG 39-yard line. Salas going to Gray on the ground. Trevino right behind him. Can't get brought down. Breaks some tackles. He's still up. He's going to go all the way. A touchdown. Put some laundry in the backfield. This could bring that one back.
If the play is not brought back, that'll be Pierre's 2nd touchdown of the night. And it will be brought back. No score for the Titans.
The holding call brings them back, and a loss of 10 yards with the holding penalty. First and 20 now from the PNG 49. Those two Pierre Gray huge runs. Both 10-yard plus 15-yard run, and then a touchdown run. Just looks like a gain of 2 from where they got the kickoff. Or the punt, excuse me. Salas, the quarterback, could see a throw here. The running back, Brandon Richards. Salas stepping back, looking quick to the outside for Woods. Makes a guy miss, but Flores there to hit him hard and bring him down at the 41.
Flores there to hit him hard, not before picking up 8 yards, setting up a 2nd and 12.
Flores, one of the key returners on this Indians defense. First team all-district linebacker, comes back. Definitely a leader for that group. Blake Satcher on the other side of him. Just returners everywhere in that outside linebacker group. One of the most experienced this year for sure. Here's 2nd and 12. Salas on the ground to Richards. Richards met at the original line of scrimmage and brought down after a gain of 2.
After the holding penalty, the Titans are having a hard time moving the ball.
One of the big captains and another leader of that defensive group, Victor Trevino. You'll see a lot of him this year. Expect a really big year after the departures of Cooper Benwall, Blake Tucker, Cash Barnwell. A hefty defensive line group goes off to graduation. Victor Trevino takes over for that Indian defensive line. 3rd and 10 now, 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Salas goes to Richards on the ground, has a lot of room to work. Satcher misses and still going in a 1st down for the Titans.
This Titan run game is on fire here in the second quarter. Just 10-yard gains after 10-yard gains, 1st down after 1st down as they pick up another one right there.
Very good draw up right there. 3rd and 10, you expect pass with the 3 of their best receivers here to your near side. And then they give it to Richards, and he takes it to the weak side and makes a really big run out of it and gets a first down. Just shy of the red zone here. 1st and 10 from the 25 for the Titans. Richards still in at running back to Salas's right. Salas will throw it quick to the outside. Malvo misses. The receiver's still going, and a first down for the Titans.
It'll be knocked out of bounds by number 9, Case Cropper. As if Cropper wasn't there to knock him out of bounds, that would have been another 7 points for the Titans.
Just about every pass play has been that 5-yard out route. You saw right there, Malvo try to jump it. Could be a time where they run in that double move. Could be effective if we keep on trying to jump it. We'll see what happens here later in the game. Now inside the red zone at the 14-yard line, here's Salas. He'll go with Gray, his first carry back in a while on the ground, and Flores brings him down to the 10, but more laundry on the field at the 15.
Tackle by Flores.
It'll be a false start before the play and a loss of 5 yards for the Titans. Two tight ends on the field now for the Titans with Isaiah Jones and Kyle Jr. Both of them lined up to the left side. See if the Titans take it that way. Gray will go right up the middle. Met at the line, but still up and brought down by Jordan Sieglin.
Pierre Gray fighting every chance he gets to get those extra yards, those plus ones, some people call it.
First year varsity, Jaquavian Burrell getting his first looks right there. Big stop for him right there to stop Gray with the help of Sieglin. Here's 2nd and 13 for Memorial. Roberts back in the game at quarterback. He takes it himself. Has a good block from his lineman. And brought down after a gain of 4 yards, now a 3rd and 9.
On these 3rd and long situations, the Indians defense is going to have to expect that out route that the Titans have been running all game.
Third and 9, but first, the 2-minute warning. The Titans showing chance to score here right before the end of the second quarter. We'll have it right here on Indian Press on YouTube.
I'd like to give another shout out to our 2026-27 Indian Press sponsors. Starting off with Advantage Real Estate, Avenue X, Cascade Vibration Solutions, Classic Finds, Complete Athlete, Drody Roofing, The Edit Aesthetic and Wellness, Farmers Insurance James Carpenter, F. Moole Masonry, Gregory Law Firm, Leo Weeks Photographers, Maria's Diner, Natchez Federal Credit Union, Port Natchez Groves Masonic Lodge, and Philpott Hyundai.
Got a little Philpott Hyundai. Here's 3rd and 9 for the Titans. Roberts hands it off to Richards. Richards to the outside. Makes a defensive back miss and scores for the Titans' first play back.
Titans' first lead of the night comes with 1 minute, 51 seconds left here in the second quarter. As if they make this PAT, they will go up 7.
Just a really good job right there by Richards getting outside of Sieglin. Looks like he didn't know he's coming his way. The Titans get a free 6.
Touchdown, sponsored by Frenchie's Chicken.
Emiliano Rios for the point after for the Titans. His kick is good, and they lead 14-7.
Memorial Titans 14, what they can bring in Fans, please utilize the trash receptacles located throughout the stadium. Please utilize the trash receptacles. I repeat, please utilize the trash receptacles located throughout the stadium. Please utilize the trash receptacles. Thank you. Kickoff for the Titans, number 83, Rios.
Rios back on to kick it away after the extra point. Golke and Binkert, the two furthest back for the Indians.
Binkert and Golke for the Indians.
Binkert catches it at the 11-yard line. Here's the return. Has a little bit of a hole and takes it up to the 29-yard line before he's hit and brought down. A 2-minute drill now for the Indians. Good time to talk about those receivers. You have a lot of younger experience with Jude Golke. He's been here for a while, but him and Ashford just grew up playing together. That connection will be evident throughout the season. And Dalen Jackson, the development over the offseason, very evident. He just took over all summer long. And then we've already talked about Tice Binkert. You've already heard his name a bunch tonight. Could hear it a lot more in the next 1 minute and 43 seconds. Here's 1st and 10 from the 28. Ashworth stepping back. Has pressure and brought down in the backfield. Huge play for the Titans defense.
Indians having 1 minute, 30 seconds left with 2 timeouts remaining.
It's Marcus White getting to Ashworth. No room to go. Eli Smith, the big tight end, checking in for the Indians. You'll see a lot of him at that H position. Ashworth takes it himself up the middle on the read option. A little bit of a hole and gets up to the 25-yard line. We'll still set up a 3rd and 13.
Ashworth having a lot of room on the near sideline. Maybe for future reference as the PNG Indians are taking it slow here. Might try to run the clock out till halftime.
A good call by the Indians. Not letting it go all the way down, but 3rd and 13. Could expect a big play here for Dalen Jackson. The defensive back giving him a lot of room. We'll go to Henry on the ground. Here's 3rd and 13. He's brought down right before the line of scrimmage. And no timeout called by Memorial. They'll just let it run down. That'll be the first half. An eventful one, but the Titans lead 14-7.
And next we
Enjoy the
have
Purple Pride Band, and we'll be right back right after this.
Memorial 14, Golden Indians 7. Halftime sponsor is Richie's Chicken.
Hey, sports fans, we are at halftime. Indians ended up taking the lead 14-7 very late in the second quarter. The Indians are about to walk it up in the locker room. Coach Joseph, Coach McDaniel, Coach Wilson, all of the coaches and our amazing staff bringing them up, ready to hype them up, talking to their groups, ready to bring out to the second quarter. But starting off our halftime with our Indian frontline, Indianettes, and PNG Purple Pride. Here's
In the words of legendary announcer Mr. Tip Durham, bonsoir mes amis, laissez le bon temps rouler. It is with particular pleasure and profound pride I present to you the Purple Pride Port Neches Groves, Indian Band and Indianettes 2026-2027. The performing groups are under the field direction of drum majors Ansley Barbosa, Molly Healing, Ella Martin, and Ella Montgomery. Please direct your attention to the field as the Indian twirlers perform their routine to applause. The 2026-2027 Indian twirlers are head twirler Maddie McBride, Layla Badlis, Caitlin Figueroa, Olivia Gonzalez, Bailey Head, Kingsley Levere, Bailey Monk, Maggie Stoops, Addison Tobias. Indianettes will now take the field. 2026-2027 Indianet officers from left to right are Lieutenant Tatum Baker, Lieutenant Mia Solis, Lieutenant Kingsley Gray, Captain Tori Richards, Lieutenant Maddie Block, Lieutenant Bella Cisneros, Lieutenant Haley Bilbo. Indianettes will now perform a routine to Abracadabra. It is a tradition for the Indianettes to announce the most outstanding individual for the week. Kicker of the week is Carly Coker. Indianette of the week is Kylie Bergeron. Indianette directors are Courtney Shake Snyder, Alicia Barnett, and Alicia Abshire. The Indian Band and Indianettes will now perform their halftime show to Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. The band now moves into the traditional marching act. Band directors are Alex Wells, Christian Griffin, J.C. Alexander, and Caitlin Manning. Indian twirler sponsor is Tony Hopper. Your Indian spirit this year is Cole Bond.
Mic check. 1.
Titan fans, your wait is now over. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the 2026 edition of the Fabulous Four. Jason, #1 stunner Andrews, Isaac, El Supremo, Zuniga, Rosalind, Primetime Banks, and Senior Anderson, the Miracle Man Gervasio. Sit back and relax and get ready for the most exciting 10 minutes of the evening. The band now takes you through an intricate downfield drill to Olivia Dean's Man I Need. Titan fans, sing along with us. Show them some love. The Memorial High School Silver and Six in Twirling Delight now performed to Michael and Janet Jackson. Scream. Give it up for your Memorial High School Silver and Six and Twirling Delight. And now, led by the illustrious captain, the baddest dance line in the state of Texas. The incomparable Memorial High School players. Ladies, you may now take the field. Watch up the Flames dazzle you with style and grace as they get down to the sounds of Ava Max's Spot of Fate. All right, Titan fans, on your feet. Let's cheer on our Titans to a victory in the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed tonight's performance. The Memorial High School band is led by Mr. Alex Frazier, Assistant Director Mr. Manuel Diaz, and Cameron Davis. The MHS Distillers are led by Ms. Shayla Wright. The MHS Rams are led by Mr. Will Stark. Our superintendent, Dr. Mark Rotary, and coach, Dr. Anthony Murphy. Thank you and good night.
We're proud to support the students, athletes, and families who make our community strong. Whether it's on the field, in the classroom, or throughout the community, we're honored to stand behind the hard work, dedication, and Titan pride that inspire us all. Remember, you don't have to be a teacher to join. We're for the entire community. Port Arthur Teachers FCU. We're here for you. Proud sponsor of the Memorial Titans. At Port Arthur Teachers Federal Credit Union, we're proud to support the students, athletes, and families who make our community strong. Whether it's on the field, in the classroom, or throughout the community, we're honored to stand behind the hard work, dedication, and Titan pride that inspire us all. Remember, you don't have to be a teacher to join. We're for the entire community. Port Arthur Teachers FCU. We're here for you. Proud sponsor of the Memorial Titans. At Port Arthur Teachers Federal Credit Union, we're proud to support the students, athletes, and families who make our community strong. Whether it's on the field, in the classroom, or throughout the community, we're honored to stand behind the hard work, dedication, and Titan pride that inspire us all. Remember, you don't have to be a teacher to join. We're for the entire community. Port Arthur Teachers FCU. We're here for you. Proud sponsor of the Memorial Titans. What crazy people Texas food. There's only one place to eat. French's Chicken and Boil. Taste that famous, perfectly seasoned fried chicken that's crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside. I'm trying this seasoned crispy with herbs and spices. Grabbing lunch, feeding the family, or satisfying that late night craving. French's has the flavor everyone loves. Stop by French's Chicken in Hill Park in Texas. Nationwide generation. French's Chicken, where everybody is legendary.
Take a big claim for our customers for over 50 years. America's best new truck engine.
Number one in the Golden Triangle.
Bolton Price Value and proud people. Big value. It's American flesh, meat, and Number one, Bolton Crest Fast Food.
Hi, this is Shelly with the tax team, wishing our hometown boys a super successful football season as we gear up to yet another very important season. Yep, you guessed it, it's tax season. Tax team tax professionals offer the best virtual tax prep services for the absolute best price. Haven't found in a few years? No problem. Don't come to the place, call the tax team today, where all of our clients will be. Go Tigers!
Are you ready to turn your passion for gardening to real skills? In order for this to occur, you'll learn how to restore, refinish, and rebuild vehicles from the ground up. From dent repair to painter, you'll train with the tools and techniques you can professional management. Plus, you'll have the opportunity to learn in the industry, recognize certification that can jumpstart your careers right after high school. If you're hands-on, detail-driven, and ready to work, this is the place for you.
And our sponsor once again is the Port Arthur Teachers Federal Credit. Sponsor, City Ambulance Service, Hernandez Office Solutions, Port Arthur Federal Credit Union, Bolton, Grant, BSN Sports, Raising Cane's. We've also got 5.30 Titans will receive the second half football. This quarter sponsored German Martin Consulting. End zone to my right. See a lady named Ren Lloyd. A.J. Tuttle. I need that credit card tonight.
Second half just about to get underway here at Port Arthur Memorial ISD Stadium. Jordan Sieglin to kick it away. A squib kick from Sieglin with a nice roll. Picked up at the 9-yard line. A good return, good initial hits, and Jude Stewart will bring him down for the Indians. I'd like to take this chance to thank our sponsors, Advantage Real Estate, Avenue X, Cascade Vibration Solutions, Classic Finds, Complete Athlete, Drody Roofing and Construction, The Edic Aesthetic and Wellness, Farmers Insurance James Carpenter, F. Mole Masonry, Gregory Law Firm, Leo Weeks Photographers, Maria's Diner, Natchez Federal Credit Union, Port Natchez Groves Masonic Lodge, and Philpott Hyundai. Two running back set for the Memorial offense. Here's Pierre Gray for the first play. Met at the line of scrimmage. Victor Trevino comes with a vengeance, ready to play. No gain for the Titans.
Gotta imagine the halftime speech from the Indians was stop the run. Titans were dominating in the first half.
Absolutely, Clayton. The 1-2 mix of Pierre Gray and Brandon Richards was dominant in the first half. Titans definitely going to rely on that a lot for probably the majority until the Indians can find a way to stop them. We saw the pass plays, mostly just 5-yard out routes. We'll see how that continues here throughout the third quarter. Here's Salas on second down. He goes to Gray up the middle. Indians there again. Fall brings him down with the help of Valson.
Two runs from Pierre, only 5 yards. Will set up a 3rd and 5 here for the Titans.
Usually 2 runs and 5 yards makes for a first down eventually, but a lot better from times before from the other drives. Brings up a 3rd and 5 now. Gotta imagine they go back to Gray here based off of the first half. We'll see what they elect to do. Here's 3rd and 5. Salas gets the snap. Penalty flags on the field, and it's going to be a false start on the offense.
Number 71 on the offense. 5-yard penalty.
Titans going to have to go a little deeper into the playbook here as they move back. It'll be a 3rd and 10 instead of that 3rd and 5.
We will keep the 25-second clock on the field.
Indians definitely coming into the second half with a different kind of attitude. Kind of flirting with that line of confident and cocky for sure. Just need to maybe get in the heads of the Memorial offense a little bit here in the second half. Here's Salas on 3rd down looking short. There's the double move we were talking about in the first. Pass out of bounds, not complete, and a great defensive move right there by Malvo. We definitely anticipated that a little bit.
It was definitely, as you talked about it earlier, about in the second quarter, that double move. And here on a 3rd and long, the Titans decide to run it. From our angle over here, it was definitely a really close call. Definitely could have gone both ways. Refs say out of bounds, and they'll send out the punt unit.
Really good call right there by the field judge. Closer to our side. Again, we talked about that a little bit earlier. Here's Jamarcus Hudson to punt it away for the Titans. A couple of really good punts in the first half. We'll see what he can do here in the third quarter. Another really good one that'll land just short of Golke. A good roll from Hudson's punt will mark down at the 34-yard line. Big stop by the Indians defense and a chance for the offense to take over and tie it back up at 14. We'll be right back right here on Indian Press on YouTube. Here's Ashworth in the Indian offense. He goes to Henry. First play, good blocks by the offensive line and a 9-yard gain. They'll mark him 1 yard shy of that first down marker.
Henry with a full head of steam. I don't think we saw that one time in the first half. Indians coming out strong.
Have a timeout on the field. We'll be back right after this. Here's the Indian offense here on 2nd and 1. Benkert now the running back to Ashworth's right-hand side. Benkert on the ground first play. Hudson in the backfield stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Fast off the edge, getting Benkert in the backfield. So it'll set up a 3rd and short.
Big opportunity for both sides right here, a 3rd and 1. Really momentum shifting play right here early in the third quarter. Indians will elect to go for the bunch formation. 3 tight ends on the field. Expect the run here. Indians false start on 3rd down. Called on Eli Smith.
False start, number 46 on offense. 5-yard penalty.
First year varsity Eli Smith and already getting thrown in a starting role. Just the lack of experience you get at week 1, just settling into it. Happens like that. But now a 3rd and 6 for the Indians. A different look for the offense here. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen and 1 to the top. 2 running backs in the backfield. It's Golke and Benkert. Expect now through the air for the Indians. Golke motions to the top of your screen. Ashworth stepping back. No pressure, has time. Rolls out right. Thrown short of Waga's pack. 4th down, and the Indians might have to punt this one.
The 3rd and 1 turning into 3rd and 6. Indians forced to throw the ball. It'll be incomplete. They'll send out the punt unit.
Big spot for Kane Romero here. That mistake on the false start could be costly towards the end of this game. The defense to fix it for him. Christian Woods back deep to return a punt. Low snap. Romero recovers it well and gets it off a great punt, maybe his best of the night. Woods catches it at 25, running backwards, and a great job by the special teams. A negative 2-yard loss on the play for Woods. Saw the rotation of quarterbacks just about every drive. This time it's Salas for 2 drives in a row. He'll hand it off to Richards on the outside. Makes 2 guys miss and brought down at the 25-yard line.
Love the play there by 2 defenders, both Jordan Siegelin and Blake Satcher, setting that edge, allowing the rest of the PNG defense to clobber him. Only a gain of 3 and be a 2nd and 7.
100%. Saw the minor mistake by Siegelin in that first half, and he fixes it at the beginning of the third. Good signs for the Indians. Here's a 2nd and 7. Salas under center gets the snap. He'll go to Richards on the ground again, up the middle, met at the line, breaks some tackles, and still up at the 31, brought down right there.
Looked like Victor Trevino and Parker Ross had him wrapped up right there at the line, somehow just bouncing off, picking up 5 yards, setting up a 3rd and short.
Another really big 3rd down here early in the 3rd quarter. Pierre Gray in the game. Short yardage for the 1st down. Got to expect it to go to him. Indians showing blitz on 3rd down. Gray up the middle. Fall meets him at the line. Looks like he got just enough for the Titans' 1st down.
Almost automatic from Pierre tonight, as the Titans will be running a hurry-up offense as they hurry up and get back on the ball.
And it's a Titan 1st down.
Got to expect it to go back to Gray here on turn. Salas does go to Gray, but penalty markers on the field. Looks like it's going to be a false start on the Titans.
The 4th false start of the night from the Titans. It's 20 yards in total, only from false starts tonight.
Another nice opportunity to slow down, maybe get some momentum to the Indian side. As looked like the Titans were a little frustrated at the guy for jumping on the false start. Here's now 1st and 15. Pierre Gray, the running back. 3 receivers on the field, 2 to the bottom of your screen and 1 to the top. Salas still the quarterback. Salas gets the snap. He goes for Gray up the middle. Breaks some tackles, still up at the 25. He has a little bit of room after Rivers gets a good block. He's going. Siegelin right behind him, gets stiff arm and brought down to the 5-yard line, just short of the end zone.
Pierre still dominating here in this 2nd half as he flips the field. They'll mark him down right at the 4-yard line. The Titans are slowly running away with this one.
Really big run right there by Pierre Gray. Titans check off a receiver and send in an extra tight end. Gotta imagine it's going right back on the ground to Gray. Here's 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Salas goes to Gray. Fumbles the snap a little bit, still up at the 1-yard line and brought down right there. 2nd and goal from the 1.
We were talking about it earlier. When you combine size and speed in a running back, that is exactly what you want. And Pierre Gray, it's picture perfect domination all night.
They'll check in number 2, Brandon Richards. He'll go in for Pierre Gray. Still seeing a big amount of runs from Richards. More than likely see him here on 2nd and goal from the 1. Indians stack the box on 2nd down. They send the blitz. Richards takes himself to the outside and scores. Touchdown Titans.
The Pierre 60-yard rush sets up the touchdown by Brandon Richards. The Titans go up 20-7. 4 minutes and 44 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
Rios on for the point after for the Titans. A low kick, but it is good. Memorial leads the Indians 21-7. 4 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter.
I'm sorry, Rios. Rios for the Titans. makes the score with 4:44 left in the third quarter. Memorial Titans 21. Fort Natchez goes Indians 7.
Hey sports fans, we are here just under 5 minutes left in the third quarter, and the Titans are leading 21-7. Not the best game here, obviously looking at the score, but there has been some beautiful football played tonight. And I just want to say, in that first defensive drive, the beautiful broken up pass by Joseph Malvo and leading to that 4th and 10 cut was just beautiful. Now we're going to look and hopefully get a score by the Indians offense being led by juniors Jake Ashworth and Jude Bolke. And of course, you know you love it, the senior Tyson Henry. Hopefully we'll get a big run after this kickoff. And if not,
Benkert fumbles the return,
back to you, Caden.
and the Titans pick it back up in PNG territory.
Once again, another costly mistake by the Indians, as the Titans will get the ball in deep into Indian territory. Looks like it'll be about the 14-yard line. That's where the Titans will start their journey.
It's like Benkert just let the pressure get to him a little bit right there.
Most definitely, Caden, as this is like picture-perfect first game. A lot of nerves, a lot of just hiccups that the Indians are going to need to build on throughout the season.
Another really good opportunity right here for the Titans to score. The quarterback now, number 1, Cameron Roberts. Here, Gray back at running back here. Roberts takes it himself to the right side. Gray lead block. Roberts with a nice 6-yard run. Bring up second down.
This run game the Titans have is just unstoppable here tonight. The Indians have tried everything in their power, still getting those 7-8-yard gains. That is exactly how you win football games.
Here's Roberts now, second down. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Pierre Gray still the running back. He'll be set up to his right-hand side. Roberts gives it to Gray on second down, up the middle, and falls into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans, Pierre Gray.
Another touchdown here for Pierre as the Titans go up big. 27-7 here. Only took him 1 minute to get another score. Only 3 minutes, 53 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Here goes Rios for the point after for the Titans. Rios' kick is good. The Titans lead 28-7. Indians needing a big score with 3 minutes and 53 left to go. Benkert back out there for the return team for the Indians, and they go right to him. Catch this one. Still up at the 34-yard line and brought down there. Love the idea right there of keeping Benkert in there and let him get used to it. Let him attack those nerves and execute on fixing the mistake. They'll take over at the 35-yard line.
The The Indians are going to need a couple deep balls to get back into this one. Dalen Jackson only having 2 targets here tonight. He could be utilized a lot more going into the later half of this game.
Definitely see the defensive backs giving a lot of cushion in the near side, but not Jackson's side. Back goes Jacobs. He changes his mind. Ashworth over the middle to Golke. He brings this one in and fumbles it at the 50-yard line. We'll see who has it. Looks like they call him down at the 49 and a first down for the Indians.
Indians finally getting something going, as they'll mark him down at their own 49.
Love the effort right there by Justice Allen to jump on the ball. Big first down. The Indians need to stack a couple of more and get a big score right here. Jackson, the lone receiver to the far side. Golke in the slot to the near, and Benkert to the numbers. Ashworth motion Smith. Goes to Henry on the ground, has a good hole, and gets it to the 46-yard line, a 4-yard gain.
First contact at the 14, Shais Harrison.
That'll be Shais Harrison on the tackle. Henry having a full head of steam. Harrison just meeting him there, stopping right in his tracks. It'll only be a gain of 5 and set up a 2nd and 5.
Here's Ashworth on 2nd down. Play action, a lot of pressure in the backfield. Nobody could stop him. He's calling him down.
That'll be Jamarcus Hudson once again coming off that edge untouched.
There's a flag on the play. I think there might be an unsportsmanlike conduct, like Hudson just chunked the ball 100 plus feet in the air. We'll see what the call ends up being. Unsportsmanlike conduct is the call. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. Titans fans don't seem too happy about it. Rules are the rules, and the Indians will get 15. They'll have it at the 37-yard line. Regardless of how it's happening, the Indians are marching down the field, yard by yard. Here's 1st and 10 from the PA 37. Play action. Ashworth stepping back, double move deep to Jackson. Has a little bit of room, gets pushed off, and there's the flag for passing interference. Definitely a push right there from Bug Jacobs. And another costly penalty for the Titans defense.
Probably the easiest penalty that ref's seen in his whole career, as they will call the defensive pass interference.
Without a doubt. For sure, pass interference right there. Just checked off the field, though, number 14, Flaco Valdivinos. His brother, JJ, also one of the receivers. You'll see him number 22. Be in the game from time to time. Not here, though, on 1st down. Another young sophomore running back. You'll see a lot of him as the years come by after Tyson Henry. Here's 1st and 10. Ashworth, play action again. A lot of pressure, and he's going down once again at the 35. We'll mark him at the 28 with forward progress.
This PNG offensive line just not having any answers for Jamarcus Hudson. Once again in the backfield. That'll set up a 2nd and long.
There's a chance the Indians might have to ditch the play action, as Hudson's just getting right to Ashworth. Just no answers of stopping Hudson right now. The Titans tightening up the box a little bit here on 2nd down. Ashworth stepping back. Has time over the middle. Another tight hold by the Titans defensive backs, but no flags on the play. That'll set up a 3rd and 14.
This PNG offense just cannot get anything going here tonight. Completing a couple passes early in the 1st quarter, moving the ball a lot, striking first. The Titans have just been on a 28-0 run since then.
3rd and 15 right here for the Indians. 4 receivers on the field. Big opportunity. Like 8 defensive backs for the Titans. Ashworth, balls up over the middle. And we'll call it an incomplete pass. It's going to be a 4th and 15. Good chance the Indians go for it here on 4th down. Wouldn't make too much sense to go for the field goal here. Only get you within 18. You're still 3 scores out regardless. I think it's smart for the Indians to stay with that field goal or with the offense on 4th down.
Most definitely, as you got to imagine, once again, they will be sending a blitz, trying to get to Ashworth. See what Ashworth can cook up right here.
Here goes Ashworth on 4th down, has a little bit of time, rolls out left. Guy behind him, he's taking it himself on 4th and long. He's still up at the 10-yard line, dives at the 10 and a 1st down for the Indians. Jake Ashworth finds a way to get something out of nothing on 4th.
Jake Ashworth using the legs, picking up a huge 1st down.
Wow. From Jake Ashworth. Just wow. That was awesome. Big 4th down conversion with the legs from 4th and far seemed improbable. And Ashworth gets it done. Here we go. Big 1st down now from the 12-yard line. 2 tight ends on the field for the Indians. He goes to Henry on the ground, up the middle. Little bit of room and a good push from his tight end Smith to the 9-yard line.
Indians have to build off that momentum, maybe a passing play, trying to get that touchdown as the end of the quarter will kind of slow down that momentum.
They'll let the clock run down to 0. Use this time to give him a breather. 2 really big plays there right before the end of right at the buzzer. The Indians will come back to the 4th quarter to try to take the lead. Down 21, 28-7. The Titans lead the Indians. We'll have the 4th quarter right here on Indian Press on YouTube.
Hey, sports fans, we can all agree that that 3rd quarter was not the Indians' best quarter out here so far. But you want to know what I did see? I saw all 4 captains busting their butt and getting their team out here with some energy and putting in some effort out there on that field. Throughout the O-line, we knew that coming into this season that it was going to be a hard season for our O-line. Only 1 returner out of our starting 5 from last year, and that one becoming a captain this year, Ace Reeves, putting out his hardest work, getting hit after hit, and putting in gaps and holes to let Jake Ashworth hopefully go and try to do something, making gaps for this Indian offense. And here we go. We're going to keep seeing the Indians back on the field, going. They are 2nd down and 7 to go. Hopefully, we see something happen right here. Back to you, Hayden, for this 4th quarter.
Here we go, 4th quarter getting underway. Big opportunity right here for the Indians to punch them in the mouth, score quick. We'll see what they can do on 2nd down. Here's Henry, and he does it. First play, the Indians get 6. Tyson Henry right up the middle, and a free touchdown for the Indians.
A much-needed Tyson Henry rushing touchdown, building that momentum. Indians cut the lead to 2 scores.
Absolutely exactly what the Indians needed there to start the 4th quarter. Didn't have to be Tyson Henry run. They just needed to score quick, and they do it on the first play. It's 28-13, but here's Caleb Sanders to make it 14. High snap, Drody has to take it himself, gets rid of it to Romero, and fumbled. The point after is no good. Still 28-13. We'll be right back right after this.
sports fans, and just like I called it, beautiful touchdown, second of the night by Tyson Henry, second of the season by the Indians. And we're just so ready. You can see the momentum has already changed, and we're hoping to get it done. Yes, not the most beautiful extra point, but that was a great recovery, trying to get it to Png Romero to still get it into the end zone. So we're going to come at you. Defense is going to keep it rolling and get some tackles. Bring it back to you, Kaden.
Jordan Sieglin on to kick it away for the Indians. Here's Christian Woods, his first kick return of the night. Takes it here to the near side. Good block by the defender.
Little Fernando De Leon action with Jordan Sieglin kicking it and making the tackle. As the Titans will have the ball at their own 36-yard line.
Key to the fourth quarter for sure is stopping the run. That's where it starts for the Indians defense. Pierre Gray and Brandon Richards just had their way with the PNG Indians defense tonight. And the Indians got to stop it here on the first drive. It's going to be Pierre Gray to open it up. He'll be the running back next to Alfredo Salas to start it off. 1st and 10 from the 36. It's like the Indians will roll that extra outside linebacker into the box. Here's the Titans offense on first down. Salas gets the snap, goes to Gray, up the middle. Phelps meets him but brings him down to 45, just spinning further and further and gets that extra yardage.
Looks like Anthony Flores getting first hands on him. Looks like he was maybe behind the line of scrimmage. Pierre still somehow getting a 9-yard gain and making it a 2nd and short.
There's a young guy to look out for checking into the game for the Indians. Number 34, Jude Stewart, also a sophomore linebacker. If the last name sounds familiar, Dane Stewart, amazing guy, played safety for the Indians last year. He's moved on, graduated. Jude, the young sophomore, takes over here. Pierre Gray on the ground again, just a 2-yard gain, but that is enough for a first down.
That's exactly what this Titans offense is going to be doing. Running a hurry-up offense here.
Could expect the same exact play here on first down. Gray, the running back. Salas does go to Gray once again on first. Balson has his feet, and they bring him down after a gain of another 5 yards. He just keeps on marching. Here comes Richards at running back.
Just trucking through this Indian defense. Pierre doing whatever he can. It'll be a gain of 5 and set up a 2nd and 5.
Good time for the Indians to get a stop here on defense. They can hold them to little to no yardage here on 2nd down and set up a 3rd down stop. They could take over with some good momentum. Again, Brandon Richards back in at running back to Salas' right. He will go to Richards on 2nd down, and there it is. Balin Valson stops him at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and a big opportunity here for the defense for the Indians.
Like Caden was saying, a much-needed stop. Be a 3rd and 5. Indians have to stop them here. Still having 9 minutes, 50 seconds left on the clock and needing 2 scores.
9 minutes, definitely a lot of time for 2 scores and a stop for the Indians. Richards still the running back to Salas' right. They go to him on 3rd. He cuts back up the middle. He's brought down at the 47-yard line, a gain of 1, and a 4th and 5 here for the Titans.
Titans in go-for-it territory. Just too far for a field goal, but if they don't get it, Indians not having such good field possession, looks like the Titans will keep their offense on the field to go for it.
Good opportunity here for the Titans to try to get the Indians to jump offside with the 4th and 4. It would be a first down with the penalty, but there's a chance we see a Salas punt here if we don't get him to jump. Salas fakes the snap. He gets it. He's going to Richards up the middle, and he sneaks through for a first. They'll call him short of the first down marker on the far side.
Looks like they have him short on both sides. See what the refs have to say. They'll talk it over.
2 different calls here by the refs. We're really hoping they call it for the ref on the far. There's a stoppage on the field. Somebody's not going to be happy. We'll see who it's going to be right after this.
Great job knowing that yard line to get, diving for it. Looks like they might have to bring the chains out. And that's exactly what they'll do. A crucial decision here.
For sure, momentum changing. Could be game changing here on the measurement. Nothing better than football, the game of inches. We'll see right here. Be the first time commentating a measurement. Oh, that's going to be short. We'll see what they call it. Indians ball, they take over, and a huge opportunity. Coach Morgan looking for something. It's going to be Indians ball. A huge, huge stop by the defense. 8 minutes and 33 to go for the Indians to score. We'll be right back right here on Indian Press on YouTube. Nothing better than a quick momentum-shifting first play. They go to Henry on the ground. Kind of good amount of blocks. Nothing going for him there on first down, a gain of 3.
This Indians offense has to build off that momentum. Crowd is in the game right now. Gonna need some big plays to keep us in it.
Good tempo here from the Indians offense here, 2nd and 7. Golke to the bottom of your screen and Jackson, the receiver, to the top. Ashworth takes it himself, met in the backfield though. He's going nowhere but backwards. A loss of 2, but still a 3rd and 9. Very manageable for the Indians.
Indians will bring out the 4 wide receiver set on this 3rd and long.
Not the most successful night at all on 3rd downs for the Indians, but now's a good time to change it.
A much-needed 3rd down conversion here with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the 4th quarter.
2 receivers to both sides of your screen. Here's Ashworth on 3rd down. Stepping back, a clean pocket. Has some time. Over the middle to Jackson. Caught at the 45. That should be enough, and it is for a 1st down for the Indians.
Jackson finally gets him one. A game changer right there. Gets the 1st down, moving into Titan territory.
Indians can keep that going as we near that 7-minute mark in the 4th quarter. Another bunch look for the Indians. Will have Benkert and Wagispack to the bottom of your screen. Golke and Jackson to the top. Henry on the ground with a good amount of room up the middle to the 40-yard line. They mark him down there, and a good 6-yard gain for Henry. Indians need a little bit of tempo here as we get at that 40-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 4. Ashworth with the toss to Golke. First time we've seen this one in a while, and a great run. 1 yard shy of that 1st down marker, a 3rd and 1. Indians need to get back on the line soon.
Bring out the heavy unit. Indians got to put the ball in the air, only having 6 minutes left, needing 2 scores. Still having those 3 timeouts, but they will be used later in the game.
Better tempo here, a little bit of miscommunication before the play, where they're back down on the line. Here's 3rd and 1 for the Indians. Titans blitz the lead block from Henry. Ashworth still up and out of bounds. clock stops with the first down for the Indians.
Great job by Ashworth getting out of bounds like Caden said, stopping the clock and getting that first down. As the Indians will have some time to recoup.
Not a horrible time for a play action and a big pass to Golke or Jackson. Both the receivers lined up to the far side. Golke on the numbers and Jackson on the hashes. They'll go Henry on the ground. Stop by his horse collar, maybe, but they'll give him a 5-yard gain. Nonetheless, a good run there on first down.
This Indians offense needs to be a little quicker. So we're getting almost inside the 5-minute mark.
Definitely picking down that Titans defense just a little bit. Big opportunity right here. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action to Jackson. Catch made at the 20. He dives forward to the 19 inside the red zone and a first down.
Beautiful job by Jackson, knowing the yard markage to getting the first down. And the Indians will be in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Saw a good amount of those Jackson stop routes. Maybe a Jackson double move coming soon. This next drive, we got to score right here to see it, though. Here's Henry on first down. Up the middle, but met by 2 Titan defenders, but still a good gain of 4. As we inch closer and closer to the end zone now at the 16.
Indians offense is finally starting to get going. Just need that deep play.
We talked about number 72, Kendrick Petrie, been a problem for the Titans. He's checked out. Good time for the Indians to run it. They'll go over the middle to Jackson. Play action, drops it, and complete. Very, very good coverage by the Titans defense.
Most definitely close coverage. Jackson having a tough catch. It'll set up a 3rd and 6.
Buck Jacobs on the coverage for the Titans. Now a 3rd and 6. 2 conversions earlier in this drive for the Indians on 3rd down. Here's another one. Ashworth, QB draw. First time we've seen it in a while. He stays up. He's still going at the 5 and just short of the end zone at the 1-yard line. A big first down run again for Ashworth.
Indians gotta hurry up, needing 2 scores. No, I've said it a lot, but every second matters later into this 4th quarter.
Indians still with 3 timeouts left to go, plus the 2-minute warning. That should work in their favor. Here's 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Ashworth right behind Henry. Brought down at the 1-yard line. They need to get back on the line once again. He stopped short.
Would love a run to the left side behind our big tackle Ace Reeves.
Seen a lot of the inside run. 2 extra tight ends, 1 to both tackle. Goes Ashworth to Henry up the middle, and another touchdown for Tyson Henry.
Indians strike again with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. As they'll go out and kick the PAT.
Definitely elect for the PAT on the first score. Go for the 2-point conversion on the second one. If you miss the 2-point conversion on the first one, then you're down 9. It's still 2 scores. Game falls out of hand at that point. A clutch PAT right here for Sanders and the kicking team. Low snap, but a good hold. Sanders' kick is good, and the Indians bring it within 1 score. 3 minutes and 10 left to go. Final 3 minutes, going to be a nail-biter here at Memorial Stadium in Port Arthur, Texas. We'll have all the action right here on Indian Press on YouTube.
Hey, sports fans, we are here in the 4th quarter. Final 3 minutes of the first game of this 2026 season. And let me just say, the first and the 4th quarters, beautiful for the Indians. They had a touchdown in the first, scored in the very first drive of the game. Had a bit of an off period after that, after losing the momentum after the after our punt fumble, after our punt that we fumbled, but we built it back up, got into this fourth quarter, and have now scored twice, and now only trailing by 8. Hopefully, this last defensive drive, score them, keep this a subtle, possibly loss, maybe get us a quick turnaround, come back,
Pick off
and
by Sigler,
at
caught
least
by Woods
keep
at
it
the 11-yard
even
line.
closer.
Good block,
But
and it gets to the
to
outside.
end off,
Good job by
absolutely
Cropper bringing him down. Excuse me, Sullivan at the 22-yard line. By far the biggest drive of the game for the Indians. The question is, 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. The rule of thumb, you either use all your timeouts before the 2-minute warning or use them after. And based off the first couple plays, we'll see if the Indians elect to do that before and use that 4th timeout or the 2-minute warning in their favor. But you got to assume they're going on the ground here. It's going to be Pierre Gray, and he's been a problem in the second half and the first. He's been a problem all night for the Indians defense. But you got to know that the energy is up. On the other side of the field is us for the Indians. The biggest 1st and 10 of the night here. Salas keeping himself play action. You got to imagine that was coming. The pop pass to the tight end. He's going to take it all the way. And a touchdown for the Titans. A huge one.
Crushed the dreams of every Indians fan who thought we had a chance. It'll be a 70-yard touchdown, putting the Titans up 34-20.
A very, very good draw up by Coach Morgan. Here's Rios for the point after. Rios' point after is good. And the Titans lead 35-20. Not quite done yet. We'll be right back here on Indian Press on YouTube. Rios kicks it away, and Jackson back deep to return for the Indians. Has some room. Jackson down the sideline. The kicker to beat. Still up at the 32-yard line. A huge play for Dalen Jackson. Indians in Titan territory right after the kickoff.
Indians need a quick score here as that Jackson return was huge.
Absolutely. Use this. This needs to be a quick, 43 seconds. This has to be before the 2-minute warning. Indians can save the timeouts and still have another chance. Don't get me right, it's not over yet. The Indians still have some life here. Inside 3 minutes. Got to expect the pass here on first down. This one's got to be for the end zone first play. Ashworth looking deep, pressure, and he's going down again. There's flags on the field. Could see a face mask call. Looks like every single defensive lineman on top of Ashworth, bringing him down in the backfield. Not the best look there. They do call the face mask. Very good for the Indians after the costly, big loss. But now we're up to the 16-yard line. Instead of 43, now 36 seconds. Still going for the end zone. Same idea here on 1st and 10.
Most definitely a breath of fresh air, as you have to imagine they go for it all right here with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Ashworth stepping back, 4 blitzing. Goes deep for Jackson, just overthrown. Not bad idea at all for the Indians. 2:31 left to go in the second quarter. Still 2nd and 10.
Most definitely, as although it was incomplete, the clock does still stop, only shaving off 5 seconds. It's the Indians having 3 more plays to get this first down and hopefully score. See what they draw up.
Here's 2nd and 10 for the Indians. May see the same look here, maybe play action. Ashworth stepping back, looking middle. Looks to the end zone. Wagaspack, 1 yard shy. Clock stops and a first down for the Indians.
Great job by Tyson Wagaspack getting out of bounds. Just a yard short of that touchdown. Indians need to punch it in here.
Wagaspack's first varsity catch is a big one. And he sets the Indians up at the 1 yard line. This one, you got to bet the Indians are running. You got to bet the Titans are sending every single defender down. Henry up the middle, touchdown. His 3rd of the night. Tyson Henry clutch in the second half.
Tyson Henry, 3 touchdowns. 2 minutes and 21 seconds left. The Indians got to make this PAT and have to get a stop.
See another big opportunity. You got to bet the Indians defense is prepared for that pop pass again. But you also got to bet that the Titans offense is going right to the ground now. Another low snap. Sanders still executing. The extra point is good. And the Indians are behind. 8 points, 35-27. The biggest drive of the game is now. The Indians going for the onside kick here. This could be a big one. Onside kick, Sieglin in the air. Brought down and pushed out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Really good idea for the Indians. Thought on the onside kick right there. He gets a couple of first downs and game's over anyways. So doesn't matter really where you put them field position-wise. So around the 50-yard line, they'll be set up here at the PNG 47. Indians try to stop them in 3 plays, get it back, and then take it and try to score. Down 8. Very, very big drive right here. You saw the pop pass touchdown to number 27, Kyle Gwent Jr. It's going to be Pierre Gray, the running back for the Titans. We talked about him last drive. He's been a problem for the PNG Indians defense. Got to imagine it's going to him right here on first down. Salas gets the snap. He does go to Gray. To the outside, met at the line of scrimmage, and a big stop.
Down out on the field, call 2 minutes and 10 seconds back on. 2 minutes.
1 yard gain. Timeout called at 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Picture perfect for the Indians defense. 1 play in. Stack 2 more now. Big opportunity coming. Big opportunity right here to thank our sponsors. Advantage Real Estate, Avenue X, Cascade Vibration Solution, Classic Finds, Complete Athlete, Drody Roofing, The Aesthetic Wellness, Farmers Insurance James Carpenter, F. Mull Masonry, Gregory Law Firm, Leo Weeks Photographers, Maria's Diner, Natchez Federal Credit Union, Port Natchez Groves Masonic Lodge, and Philpott Hyundai. Here's 2nd and 9 for the Indians. Titans on offense. The motion from Woods. Gray up the middle, has some room, stopped by Valson and brought down at the 41-yard line. That's 4 yards shy of that first down marker.
PNG using that timeout just before the 2-minute warning.
Looks like it should be around 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
Titans needing 5 yards to get. PNG only having 1 timeout left. It'll be 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Titans will have 1 more play before the 2-minute warning.
Huge 3rd down. War Chant is playing. You got to imagine they're going for it on 4th, though. Here's Salas. Goes to Gray. Up the middle. Indians send it all. And not enough. He'll mark him short again.
4th and inches for the Titans. It'll be the biggest play of the night. Right after the break.
Hey, sports fans, we are here at the 2-minute final timeout of the game. Your fans play, defense is on the field, tackles are being hit after hit by Jalen Nelson and Parker Ross, just drilling the Memorial Titans offense, hoping to keep this score exactly how it is and get this game solid. Pretty amazing for those who played tonight. Can't wait to see how this game finishes, and we'll see you at the end of it. Back to you, Caden.
Here's 4th and 1. The Titans offense about to make their way out. You got to assume it's Pierre Gray in the backfield. And you got to assume the Indians defense sends every single defender that they've ever had down to Gray. They're stacking the box with just about every defender. Malvo one-on-one with Woods to the near side. Indians will send 10 defenders here. Salas to Gray, up the middle, and he gets enough for the first down for the Titans.
Pierre has been automatic here tonight. And here late in the game, the Titans will pick up the first down. They'll set up a 1st and 10.
30-second runoff on the clock. Clock operator put 1 and 28 seconds on the clock. 1 minute, 28 seconds.
First and 10 now for Port Arthur. 1:23 left to go. Salas gets the snap, goes to Gray up the middle. Gray's still up and pushing. Another first down, and that will do it.
There was no stopping Pierre Gray here tonight. Absolute domination on the ground.
Final timeout for the Indians with 1:05 to go. Memorial in victory formation now. Salas takes a knee.
All right, make some noise, make some noise. How about the marching heat? Marching heat.
Another knee from Salas. And that will be enough. Week 1 is done. The Indians drop game 1 to the Port Arthur Memorial Titans, 35-27.
Final score, Port Arthur Memorial Titans 35. Fantastic football game by two top 10 ranked teams in the nation. I'm sorry, in the state. You're top 10. In the nation.
Sports fans, obviously not the best game that we've seen from the Indians, but hopefully, just like me, they're getting the same flashbacks to the 2023 season. Started the season same spot against PA and ended up in the state championship, only lost mid-season. So things can only go up from here. Be ready next week at home against Westbrook. Player of the week is Tyson Henry. First 3 touchdowns of the season.
Thank you all for tuning in tonight to the Week 1 broadcast. We'd like to thank our sponsors before we head out. Take Advantage Real Estate, Avenue X, Cascade Vibration Solutions, Classic Finds, Complete Athlete, Drody Roofing, The Edit Aesthetic and Wellness, Farmers Insurance James Carpenter, F. Mole Masonry, Gregory Law Firm, Leo Weeks Photographers, Maria's Diner, Nature's Federal Credit Union, Port Nature's Groves Masonic Lodge, and Philpott Hyundai. The Indians are at home tomorrow, or next week, versus the Westbrook Bruins. Can't wait. Can't wait to bring you next week's action of Indian football right here on Indian Press on YouTube.